It's Thursday night, the vibe's just right. With Master Roachee Momma Roachee, brightest light. Turn up the volume, let your troubles slide. On the NOK Network, we take you for a ride. Great music fills your soul and mind. Every week a new surprise you will find. Peace and love in every beat so sweet. Join the journey, feel the rhythm in your feet. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Roachee crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go. Guests that bring the fire, stories to inspire. With hearts wide open, we take it higher. Spreading joy and laughter, every single show. On the NOK Network, come and feel the glow. In the studio, the magic unfolds. Every Thursday night the story's told. With love and harmony the stage is set. Master Roachee Momma Roachee, you can't forget. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Roachee crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go.
Namaste, salutations, and greetings. How is everybody tonight? It's Thursday. Been a long week, been a rough week, but we're there.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
Yes, we are here. At least I'm here, you're there, and
I'm not anywhere.
Wherever you are. So thank you for joining us this evening. You know what? Downhill slide to the weekend, and it can't come fast enough. Right, honey?
Right.
Anyway, we have our topic tonight is fun and games.
Fun and games.
Fun and games. And you'd say, well, isn't everything fun and games? No, it's not. No, what I'm talking about is I'm talking kind of party games, get together games. I mean, after all, we are going to be shortly emerging from our hibernation, from our caves, and we are going to start socializing again. Hey, Debbie Pod. Hello, good evening.
Michael Shoemaker was watching too.
Oh, Michael's watching. Oh, that's great. But, you know, we're going to start getting together. And I wanted to talk about what games and, you know, fun to bring, you know, that you dig doing when you get together. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea.
Always the wisdom from Momma
The wisdom
Roachee.
right here.
Always the wisdom from Momma Roachee.
I have the wisdom.
I mean, a lot of times, you know, it's cool to get together and just sit around and bullshit and talk. But then there's other times, you know, I'd like to do something a little different.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know. You know, you have kind of your standard games.
Horseshoes, croquet, cornhole.
Okay, those are good games.
Badminton. These are the games we played when we were kids. Tetherball.
Oh, how about a rousing game of kickball?
Kickball.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not. I would die before I got to first base and probably throw my hip out kicking.
Like when I think about games for outdoor fun, you know, there's a bunch of Easter egg hunts coming up. 3-legged races.
Absolutely.
What is the spoon in the egg game? What's that? The spoon in the egg?
Hi, Joshua. Spinning the egg.
Yeah, where you start at one
It's a
line.
relay race?
No, you
No?
have to carry an egg
Uh-huh.
on a spoon
Okay.
from this starting point to like another point, like 20 yards down the way.
Well, it sounds like a spoon race.
A spoon race? Is that what they call it? What do they call that game when you were kids? Do you remember? An egg race. But you had a spoon with an egg. Easter's coming up. That's the only reason
I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
of it.
I know always how those games end.
With the egg splattered in your face?
Well, or somebody trying to go for the world's record egg toss.
Right. Egg toss.
Egg toss. Yeah.
Egg toss.
Absolutely. Yeah. Relay races. But also, I'm thinking about, all those are very good ideas for younger people. Now, cornhole, that's a little different. I also like
Horseshoes?
ladders.
Yeah, I never got into that.
Or ladder jacks.
Ladder jacks. Yeah, I never got into that. That's like I don't know. I don't know. I just never really played it. Yes.
Well, that's a shame.
I mean,
And croquet's kind of bitch to lay
Joshua.
out.
But since we're older, what kind of games? Yard Jenga.
Yeah, yard Jenga works.
Yard dice.
Jarts.
Jarts. I don't even think they make jarts anymore, do they?
Oh no. I'm not even sure if it's legal to play jarts
anymore. Did any of you guys play jarts when you were a kid?
Oh,
throw them up and see who can run out of the way the fastest? Because that's the way we played. We didn't actually throw them to the loop on the other side of the yard.
Oh, we did that too. But yeah. Jarts were a great game, and I'll tell you, you could throw them overhanded also.
No, that wasn't fun. The fun part was whipping them up in the air.
Oh no.
How many people? So I mean, I know it was like a dangerous game when we were kids, jarts was, but how many people do you know actually got hurt?
Nobody I know.
Nobody I know either, Think about all the dangerous games we had as kids.
I'm thinking if you can dodge a jart, you can dodge a ball.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, how many people actually got hurt? I think we got hurt more around 4th of July than like just a summer game.
Oh, I think I got saw more people get hurt playing volleyball.
Hi, George.
On hard surfaces, like out.
Oh yeah.
I saw dislocated shoulders, broken arms, and
lots of skin knees and elbows and chins and. Oh yeah.
Oh yes, George. He says lawn darts were cool. And
they were, like I said, how many people do you honestly know that ever got hurt?
Like I said, nobody.
Yeah.
And I knew some pretty stupid people from my childhood. And if there's a way to hurt themselves doing something stupid,
they would do it.
They would have done it. And they didn't even do it with the yard darts.
So what kind of games other than yard darts do you like to play outside? I mean, seriously, like, because I mean, we don't do that a lot anymore.
I love to play hide and seek. You go hide.
You won't go seek.
I'll come and find you. Promise this time. I really will.
This time.
Hello.
Hi, James. James, we're talking about summer games, summer fun.
Summer fun. Got home from the theater with this family. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show.
Did you go see the Minecraft movie? Oh. You hope not.
I don't think anybody should see that movie.
The kids went. Jamie went and saw it.
Of course they did.
Of course, did they? See, my daughter went.
No, I don't know if they did.
No, Jamie and her boyfriend went and saw it.
And that's what I was saying. Of
course they did. It's a kids movie.
No, I think some of the stuff that we played. Kick the can.
I don't know if they can hear you. You may want to talk a little loud.
We played kick the can and
see, those are like old people games.
Freeze tag. Those are the games. Kickball.
Like I said, we had a tether ball in the yard, and we played that a lot.
Yeah.
But we also had like, okay, so
King of Kings.
I
Very good.
I grew up in an upper middle class neighborhood,
Of
but
course you did.
we ourselves didn't have a lot of money. We lived in a big nice house, but
Animation.
oh yeah.
King of Kings animation.
Oh, but so like we didn't have a lot. Like we had tetherball in the yard. We had a big yard. So as kids, we made up our own games.
Rock fights, BB gun fights.
We weren't that cruel because here's what we would do. Me and the neighbors across the street and the neighbors that lived down at the bottom of the hill would go raid my mom's laundry room because it was in the garage. And she had a big thing of, just like I do, a big thing of unmated socks. And we would take those socks and we would tie them in knots and we would have sock fights. And whoever lost the sock fight would get pinned down and face painted.
Sounds cruel and unusual.
Because we were bored.
At least with a BB gun, it just was a welt.
We did that when we got a little older.
Or 2 or 3, maybe more. But that was you saw where I grew up. And
right.
And when you saw it, it was populated.
Right. Well,
I mean, there was only.
Now, you've seen where I grew up, but where I grew up wasn't as populated. There were cornfields and woods, and we rode our bikes on trails in the woods.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, only about half those houses were there when I grew up.
I don't think.
And you had tetherball. We had sticks.
Sticks.
Yeah, we had cool sticks. We had trees and big trees in our yard. So generally, I got to examine a lot of the.
Did you pick them up?
Oh yeah.
Pick them up sticks. There's you a game.
Yeah, there's a game, and no, I did enough pick 'em up sticks growing up. So yeah, almost a half acre wooded lot, and
no, it was 1 acre.
Yeah.
That was 1 acre. Sign set out for
Yeah.
Or 1 acre. So you picked up an acre lot.
Yeah, it was a little acre.
It really wasn't.
No, but that's what the sign said.
That's what the sign said, our little acre. But it wasn't like a little acre.
Lots of trees.
So mushroom hunting, that is like grown-up games right now. That's the time. It is time. If you like morels, get out there and hunt. Because now it's the time.
I'm looking at the pension against the wall, the closest wins. Yeah, we played a lot of that too. So no, what I was talking about is when we get together as kind of a group, because there's camp outs and different things like that go on during the summer.
Yeah.
And I am thinking, more in those terms or even when you get together with family and friends.
Croquet.
I
actually saw croquet on my auction site today. It's a whole croquet set. And I thought, I'd like to have one of those again. We had one in Crawfordsville.
Mm-hmm.
We left it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. No croquet down here. Uh-uh.
So no, fun and game. So now my neighbors growing up had mini golf courses in their backyard, tennis courts, and those kind of things. We weren't quite that lucky.
Well, you see, James,
charades is a fun game. Pictionary, where you draw.
Pictionary, charades. That's kind of some of the stuff I was also talking about. We always carry dice with us.
Yes, I always have dice in my purse.
Yep. For dice games, card games.
Huzzah! Sandra, we're talking fun and games today.
You know what? I think we're going to have a fun song.
A fun song?
So why don't we take a float trip with the Grace Scott Band?
Oh, a float trip?
Yeah, float trip with the Grace Scott Band. Then we'll get back to more fun and games when we get together.
When we get back from our float trip?
From our float trip.
Okay.
The float trip.
The float trip.
The float. Take the float.
Yeah. I didn't think it was the float.
too many choices out here we can make. No need for a lake house, a speedboat or a beach. We got a barn full of tubes and coolers full of beer. On a float trip, bring all your friends. Jump out the truck and we're hopping in. Lay it on back, no need to swim. Radio bumping and we're off. We ain't in a hurry, don't ever worry. Brown skin tanning in the sun. On a float trip, down at the end, we meet for a party at the farm. Adam in a John boat trying to show off, clips it right over in the marsh. Guys hopping out on the riverbank to do shots and skip some rocks. The girlfriend's drinking wine, taking in the vitamin D, and a couple more lovers hiding out behind the weeds. On a float trip, bring all your friends. Jump out the truck and we're hopping in. Lay it on back, no need to swim. Radio bumping and we're off. We ain't in a hurry, don't ever worry. Brown skin tanning in the sun. On a float trip, down at the end, we meet for a party at the farm. Guys watch the girls, girls watch the guys. Somebody new caught someone's eye. Tree on the wall, rope on the tree. Someone flies off and broke their knee. Oh no, not again. On a float trip, bring all your friends. Jump out the truck and we're hopping in. Lay it on back, no need to swim. Radio bumping and we're off. Ain't in a hurry, don't ever worry. Brown skin tanning in the sun. On a float trip, down at the end, we meet for a party at the farm. Meet me at the bar.
Yeah, is Cosmo watching?
No, he sent me a picture.
Oh, I'm gonna say I have his cougar here.
Oh, Cosmo, where are you, buddy? You should be in the comments. He's at work. No,
This is Bean, and yes, he wants to be part of the scene tonight.
oh, Bean.
And he also has anxiety, so he scratches his head bald behind his ears.
So, anyways,
We're starting to get it back on his side.
poor Cosmo, like thought that he heard a mountain lion last night at work, so he's like scared to death tonight about going to work,
Right?
about doing his outside rounds. So he asked me first. He's like trying to figure out something to draw tonight at work, and I'm like, "Ooh, draw a mountain lion."
Yeah, draw a mountain lion. Draw your nightmare. That's always good.
So
Yes.
I don't know. Isn't the Stoner Cup games coming up for the NOK soon?
I'm not sure.
Because they do the 420 and 710, don't they?
I think so.
They
I
have
know,
really they have really cool games, like stupid games, like they bounce on the ball. They do that across the field. They and you have to take hits at each
Well, hi, Rick. How are you?
stop. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy.
Well, I was thinking, more games that, you get together, you kick back, talk, and you play. So, some of the classic games I was thinking, Phase 10 and Uno and card games like that, dice games.
Yeah, we play 10,000 still with the nephew when we go visit.
Yeah, I mean, they're easy, to pack. Yahtzee's another one.
Yahtzee.
Yard
Yahtzee.
Now, one of the things I liked as far as card games is Cards Against Humanity.
We like Cards Against Humanity, and we have all the extra packs.
Yeah, we have a bunch.
Yeah.
So I mean, but, I think that that's also a great way to just hang out with folks. If you're going to party a
Well,
little
Cards
bit.
Against Humanity kind of tells you about someone's sick sense of humor.
Yeah,
So
and some people surprise you.
Yes, they do. Some
Yeah.
people surprise you with Cards Against Humanity, and
There we go. It's July 10th, 5th annual 710 Stoner Game.
710 Stoner Games on July
10th.
10th.
Because,
July 10th.
Because July is the 7th month.
Yes.
And
it's on the 10th day.
And it's on the 10th day. Very good.
They have cool outside yard games.
Chris is here. Yes, we were talking about your mountain lion, your cougar.
There he is. Hi, Cosmo.
I have one on my lap.
So, fun and games is our topic for tonight.
So, Cards Against Humanity, that's another one we have is Puff Puff Pass.
Puff Puff Pass, Ducking Go. Or what? It's something with ducks. I don't know, but it's funny.
But yeah, I mean, those are games that bring people together, stimulate conversation. And I think those kind of games are good when you don't know people that well.
Yeah, because the Cards Against Humanity really gives you kind of an insight into how sick somebody's mind is, how how not sick their mind is.
Right.
Because the whole point is to come up with the worst possible, and
or the one that everybody's gonna like.
Right. Or thinks funny or hilarious or or
just wow.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Those are the minutes, the moments we wait for is those wow moments.
So here's the thing. There's so much like anger and argumentative stuff going on in everybody's lives and in Facebook and I think I think you had a great idea tonight to talk about fun and games.
Yeah.
Take our mind off the real world.
Rick my cat buddy, 20 pounds, all black.
Well, this one's not 20 pounds, but he's shaped like a bulldog. He has like this big fat cheeks and big broad chest, but then he like shrinks at the butt area, and his back legs are only about this long.
Oh, they are not.
They are. I body shame you, Bean.
Yeah. But he does have big old fat jowls on him. Man, I'm down with Benjamin McNeese.
Hi, Benjamin.
Those kind of card games are a lot of fun. They're icebreakers. They get people talking and laughing and having a good time. And I think those are great games when you don't know people real well.
No, I agree, because it gives you insight into who they are and how demented they can be.
Right, and they're kind of competitive, but they're not really competitive.
Right.
So everybody can
relax and just have a good time.
Yeah, just kick back and have a good time.
No, I agree. I like games like that, and I know this sounds dumb, but Pictionary, we actually have to draw something that someone else put into a thing, because then it kind of gives you what they think of when they think of things. You know what I mean? Because everybody sees something different in their mind.
I am the standard of normalcy.
Oh, of normalcy?
Yes.
You think?
Yes, I know. I know. I am the standard. But yeah, I mean, those again, one other kind of games. Pictionary is another good one. I'm really terrible at Pictionary. I'm not great at charades.
Charades is kind of, I don't know about charades. I was never good at it. You know what I mean? So I just never, I don't think anybody I know ever really played it.
Well, Chris, I am. Me. I've declared that.
You've declared what?
That I'm normal.
Oh, he tells everybody he's normal.
Yes.
Truly, he's not normal.
Everything is measured against me. November rain.
Oh, he can't. He said he can't understand it. Can you hear me?
Oh.
Or is it just Master Roachee that speaks very quietly anyways?
Is it just me? Or I will try to speak up.
Yeah, sorry. We're trying a different kind of setup tonight so that we could have a clearer picture. but by doing that, it takes away our microphone that's up close to us.
Yeah, so we'll be working on some solutions.
Trying to get it figured out.
Yeah, little by little. But you know what? Those are easy travel games.
Yeah.
And I think those are some wonderful ones. Now,
Yeah, Rick, we were talking about lawn darts, and the thing was, I said, do you honestly know anybody that ever got hurt playing lawn darts? I mean, we all threw them up in the air and ran from them. We all did dumb stuff. Do you honestly know anybody that ever got hurt? Because I don't, and you don't.
no.
Dreadful Delights. Sandra Foster, hello, beautiful.
Oh, I Spy. Yeah, that's a good card game.
Yeah, that is a good card game. So, yeah.
Actually, that is a good card game.
That's a good game in general.
Yeah, and license plate bingo.
Yeah. So that makes me think of do you ever just go and people watch? I think people watching is fun.
Yeah, but I'm usually told to move on.
Yeah, because you're creepy when you do it.
A stocking cap, a trench coat for warmth, and my sunglasses. And I don't understand what's creepy at all about that.
Look, Rick says he doesn't know anybody that's ever gotten hurt playing lawn darts. Yeah, I don't either. Hi, Brenda.
Again, urban legends.
Urban legends.
Urban legends.
Ooh, they're pointy. They're dangerous. Let's take them away.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're fun.
Well, I mean, I was watching the bus trip across America and back. That I can't.
Some band, anyways.
Well, anyway, they cut a hatch in the top of an old school bus and put railings along the side. They're driving down the interstate with people sitting on the side of the bus, just
hanging on.
Yeah, just hanging out. And they put a back deck on the bus. I mean, it was it was something else.
Yeah, but there was
14 people.
Just on the roof.
No, in the whole bus.
Oh, well, that's not many.
Well, once you have everything else, and that's what they thought.
That's what they
thought. Oh, it's going to be plenty of room. Look at the size of this, and there's 14 of us. Well, it was all right. By the time they got all their crap on the bus,
Rick says he's heard of people getting hurt by horseshoes.
Oh yeah,
but never by yard darts.
No. Like I said, I think we had more people damaged by volleyball, that I've seen throughout the years than I ever saw with anything else.
Well, like I said, growing up, my neighbors had tennis courts and those kind of things. We had tetherball, but the neighbors had.
Of course you did.
The neighbors had tennis courts, and I saw more people get hurt on those surfaces than ever with yard darts.
Oh, Brianna says her uncle had one in his foot before.
Really?
Now, Brianna, I have some uncles myself. So I got a couple of questions to ask about this to get the proper perspective.
All right, speak loud and clear.
Was there beer? Lots of beer involved. And was another uncle or sibling involved?
Egging it on.
Or was it self-inflicted?
We have a rule in our house. No sympathy for self-inflicted wounds.
Right? Brianna said I was 3 running up behind my mom and she was swinging back and clocked her with a horseshoe.
See? Horseshoes are deadly.
Yeah, horseshoes are
deadly. I don't know how many times I got hit in the shin with horseshoes. Or croquet mallets.
Yeah, croquet mallets between siblings become weapons. Yes, they do.
So now they sell a lot of these new versions of these old games.
Yeah, but
they're just not the same, I don't think. Like you were talking about ladder jacks.
another sibling involved.
See, that's where things go wrong.
Yeah.
Because you know what? When I was by myself, nothing ever happened. But when me and my little brother got together, everything went sideways.
Well, and also, to a kid, those are his uncles. He's not old enough to realize they're also brothers. Yeah. And
yeah, like when me and my little brother would get together and be like, who could outdo who?
Yeah, that's why hockey players don't have any teeth. Yeah. I think it's time for our
intermission. Is it already?
I do believe. What do you think?
I think it is.
I do believe it is. So you got 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go be whatever you please to be. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Roll them up, smoke them up, do what you got to do.
Spark
get you a drink.
for the Prohibition State of Indiana.
See you in 4 minutes, 20 seconds.
Be careful, Cosmo. Love you.
Love you, Cosmo.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com.
Discover the treasure trove of flavors at Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory. Satisfy your cravings with our award-winning treats. Follow us on Instagram at Captain Rogers 705. Let Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory lift your spirits. Experience the comforting embrace of our freshly prepared soups and infused cornbread.
Join us for NOK Network monthly specials, 12 months a year. Movie nights, spotlights on entertainment, and live on location coverage. Stay up to date about upcoming programming by subscribing to NOK Network on Rumble, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Facebook. Check out our webpage at www.noknetwork.com.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Waniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Tombstoner Wayne Cruz from Tombstone, Arizona. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News, and Views. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Momma Roachee. The IWK 710 Daily Sash airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Dudettes, enjoy the show, man.
All right, and we're back. I hope everybody can hear me. Now, something that I consider fun and games, other than just card games and outdoor games.
Hi, Danielle.
What about music?
Music.
I'm talking instruments.
I want to see you get your guitar out this summer and play.
I am.
Out and about.
I am going to take it out and noodle about.
I want to see you do that.
So yes, that will be included in the van when we.
Oh, you're going to take a guitar with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Like I said, I will be out and about, or out and noodling about.
Out and noodling about.
Yeah, not play anything meaningful. I will just noodle about.
Fun and games, water balloon fights, summertime. Water balloon fights, always a good time.
I don't know about water balloons.
Always. Brian Williams, hello, buddy.
Hello. Yes.
Water balloon fights?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
Oh.
Maybe an occasional firecracker fight.
Firecracker fight.
Outdoors.
Outdoors only, not allowed in the house. Yes. Not allowed in the house.
Yeah.
No. We gotta bring Brian up. Brian, you wanna come up?
And tell us what you think about fun and games in the summertime.
Like I say, we need to have Brian up. We haven't had Brian up in a long time.
I know, but I think
we got
give him a little bit more notice.
Oh, I know. So, we've only got
Well, I want to know.
Well, we started 5 minutes late today, so we got about 10 minutes left.
Well, the other thing I wanted to bring up, and do you know any John Prime? Oh God, I wish I did. No.
He is just learning campfire songs or strum songs. He has always been a stickler about sheet music.
Yeah, I've been primarily an instrumentalist, and never got into really. I love listening to the folk and the singer-songwriter stuff, but it just wasn't me. So I always concentrated on the instrumental part. So now I'm kind of getting into into some of the fun stuff, some of the early blues and some folk stuff that speaks to me.
But yeah, he's a stickler for his sheet music. So to take that away from him and actually just strum something is kind of the hardest thing he'll ever do.
Yeah, I was more studio type oriented than playing out or anything. So, write me what you want me to play, or I'll write it, and we'll go from there. So,
see, look at that, Brian. Sir Steve O says, "Hey, Brian Williams glass blowing looks good." He says, Brian Williams says, "I play Muddy Waters to some Stevie Ray." I love me some Stevie Ray.
I am a Mississippi John Hurt fan. If we're going back to the old blues, I never really got into to strumming and stuff. I've been primarily a finger picker or more of a kind of a hybrid picker, a pick with two fingers.
You know, it's so weird though because you taught the girls strumming patterns.
Yeah.
But you don't play them yourself very often.
Nope. I can teach them.
You can teach them, you just can't play them.
I can play them pretty well in really short bits, but you know, for me to bang out a 5-minute or a 3-minute heavy strumming song, I don't know. And I can finger pick it, so I'm kind of getting back in, and I finally got this finger working again.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, because it's really hard to finger pick. I mean, you can do the claw hammer style, but thumb and two fingers. But I like adding that third finger to it, and it just changes the whole dynamic. And that's the way I used to play when I had some accidents with my hands, and or not accidents, injuries to my hands. And so it set my playing back in the finger style for quite a bit. I want to talk about another game.
What game?
It's listed as a game, and this could be a.
Oh, it's listed as a game?
Listed as a game, and could be a cool campfire game for the people that have the stomach full.
Oh, no.
What do you think about Ouija boards?
Ouija boards at a campfire?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Ouija boards are cool. I think they're scary.
Mm-hmm.
But they can be fun.
Ouija boards in a cemetery?
No, we did that when we were kids.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. No. I don't think of Ouija boards as like a game. I think of it as like
it's listed as a game.
It's not really a game.
Well, come on.
I don't think board games are like kind of what you want to do.
Taser tag.
Taser tag.
We never played taser tag, but we had a hell of a lot of fun with hot shots, cattle prods.
Yeah.
Hiding behind hay bales and nailing everybody on the back of the leg. Or, I mean, this is what we did for fun: run through the cattle barn and smack a cow in the ass. The next person that runs behind you will get kicked.
Of course you did that.
So,
and, I could so see you and your sister running through a barn and you smacking a cow. I know she's older, but I could see it happening.
Oh.
I could see you doing that to your sister.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. See, now my little brother, I looked out for him a lot. So, like, I didn't let anybody pick on him.
Made her run behind the car for a quarter mile for a ride home from school.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
She never did thank me for the exercise. But no, I think it'd be cool.
Look, Steve-O says he won't be around no Ouija board. He says, I'm scared of the pair. See, now, I don't know, like the plastic ones, the cheapos, those don't scare me. But it's when someone breaks out like an authentic wood Ouija, that's what scares me. Because like the cheapo plastic ones, to me, that's like nothing. But when the realistic.
What about a handcrafted?
Yes, the handcrafted ones.
Inlaid.
Yeah, see, those scare me.
Oh.
Those scare me. Like the store-bought cheap little white plastic Ouija board.
So you're saying you want an inlaid?
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
I bought a Ouija board. Remember, I bought an acrylic one at an event, and I gave it to somebody that I thought would appreciate. I gave it to Denise Bradway as a giveaway gift, and she was so excited about getting it.
Very cool.
But
yeah, that was kind of a cool.
It was a cool little one, but I want a big one.
That was a travel size.
It was like that. Look, I don't remember.
That was a crystal size.
I don't remember. It was at Herbal Roots is where I bought it. Herbal Roots Canna Fest, which is coming up.
Hello, Kim. I have tried repeatedly
to upload those videos. And it won't take. And my videos are. I don't have what you're wanting. That's on Dub's phone, and I don't know if I'll ever see that. But I'm working on it. So
most of mine are 25-second clips.
So Anyways,
Yes.
so the Herbal Roots Canna Fest is coming up.
Uh-huh.
We just talked about the 710 Stoner games coming up and some of the cool games that you guys do because we're talking about the whole thing is fun and games. So I know she has like this incredible list of games for her 710 Stoner Games Cup, and they use the outside bouncy balls, and they do all kinds of crazy fun games. And I think something like that, if we could get someone down here to do it, it'd be awesome. It's just a lot.
Yeah, we were trying
Yeah.
last year. You know,
Fun and games.
fun and games.
Fun and
Yeah,
games.
I mean, what about drum circles? Is that a fun and game? I think that's.
I think drum circles are cool.
I love drum circles. Also.
I think it's fun.
And that's what I say. You know, bring instruments with you. If you play an instrument, throw it in the car. Just, you know, you never know what
fun can come.
What fun can be struck up when you get some people together, and especially some of the creative people. Oh, chess is a go-to game in our house. I used to love playing chess. I really got into chess there for a while. I bought some of those. I mean, I know you don't know that I'm old.
Oh, I know you're old.
But I bought some of the electronic chess boards from Radio Shack.
Oh, to play against the board?
Against the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hacksack and Frisbee, I used to love those too, but again, I would probably end up in the emergency room.
And we throw Frisbees out all the time, except they're not Frisbees.
Yeah, well, I don't run and try to do acrobatics and flip the Frisbees back anymore.
Let me see.
Frisbee golf has become really
Frisbee golf is a very, very popular thing.
Yeah, and that's something I would like to explore more. It's been a long time since I played Frisbee golf. What in the hell are you doing?
Oh, I grabbed one of these.
All right.
I just grabbed one.
All right.
Oh, and I bumped the camera.
Yes, you did.
Oh, well, darn it. Okay.
Because you're running around.
I was grabbing this.
You're running around.
Look at this Frisbee. This is probably one of the coolest Frisbees you'd ever own. This is Master Roachee's Garden, the original rolling tray. Check that bad mamma jamma out.
Mm-hmm.
And on occasion, we give these away.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We'll probably be giving more away soon again.
Yes.
But you know what?
We keep one of these in the car too.
But this is something to think about when you get ready to travel, especially if you're camping out or going to be hanging out with folks, poolside or whatever. Sometimes it's cool to pack a game along, especially if it's a good icebreaker. If you're with a crowd that you're not super familiar with, and musical instruments are always cool.
Yes, they are. They are. I agree.
So think about the social part of traveling too.
I have tambourine.
Yes. And I've got my spoons.
Oh no!
Yes.
Did you find them? I see you look up on the shelf.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I take it you found them.
I'm pretty sure
Damn
I know where they are.
We've been hiding them spoons.
So yes, I need to get a washboard.
Look, he says his dad is turning 75 this year. Hits up festivals, goes disc golfing, and just bought his first motorcycle. That's awesome, right? My father is turning. What is he turning this year?
He's turning about 75.
He's born in 48. So yeah, my dad's up there. But my dad still golfs 3 times a week. My dad is still the building inspector up where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing good.
Yes, he is.
Actually, I talked to him last week.
Christina, yes. Happy Friday, Junior. It is. But I just want to tell everybody, look forward. We're going to be crawling out of the caves, out of the hibernation. We're going to start getting together and, think of some fun stuff to do. I mean, it's one thing to sit around and sesh and bullshit, but it's also another thing to have,
have a good time and get to know people.
Yeah, have a good time, play some games, and have some fun. So be thinking about that for your summertime.
I went out today and took Lily for a walk and took pictures of the spring flowers.
And hopefully we won't have a hard freeze and lose all the blossoms.
Hopefully we won't.
So I'm excited to see if we get any plums this year.
Yeah, we got lots of blossom. I didn't go out and take any pictures of those yet.
So and we may not have plums for another couple of years. But
No, I'm excited too because believe it or not, the tornado tore up the ornamental pear, tore up the mulberry, but missed the plum trees we just planted.
Thank goodness. And we're putting out cherry trees this year also. So between the raspberries and the plums
Mulberries and the plums.
and plums
And our bucket gardens, and
I
yeah.
think I've got some blueberries too.
We tried that, didn't we?
I have tried blueberries and gooseberries, but this time I'm going to get some chicken wire to keep the damn rabbits.
And the goats.
No, the rabbits are the big ones.
Yeah.
The big issue.
Well, we have her this year too. She will chase the rabbits away.
Yeah, but
So anyways,
the rabbits have eaten multiple gooseberries.
You guys, it is getting ready to be summertime. Lots of big events coming our way for 420, our favorite holiday.
Absolutely.
So make sure you check out all the 420 events in your state, your area. Go out and visit some people and fun and games. Think about fun ways to get to know people.
Absolutely. Tell you what, we are going to say goodnight, and we are going to leave you
with
some Mike Cuba Houlihan.
Mike Cuba Houlihan.
Would you like to say goodnight?
I would. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Smile at somebody. You may be the only one that does.
So tomorrow night, Groove Train. Check us out Friday, 9 o'clock. Get on the Groove Train. Cuckoo, choo choo.
Choo 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 choo.
Ah, yes, and it's going to be a great time tomorrow. Join Momma Roachee, Sir Steve-O, and Ashley for the Groove Train tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. And a huge thanks to Sir Steve-O, our producer and engineer for tonight's show.
Oh, and everybody, please say prayers for Steve-O's grandson.
Absolutely.
All right, we will see you guys tomorrow.
Peace, love, and good vibes.
Good night, everyone.
Mexican Drug Lord coming your way.
Drank all night, I lost my bite. Got into a fight, and I'm alright. There she stood, she held me up. I looked at her, and it was love. We danced all night, I held her tight. We made love in the back of the pub. I found her, then I lost her over the border to a Mexican drug lord. Yeah, I found her, then I lost her over the border to a Mexican drug lord. The doors flew open, a vato named Ramon. I owed him money from last night's party. I didn't know he was in the cartel. He took my honey and all my money. I chased him out, I screamed and shout. I saw her eyes for the very last time. I found her, then I lost her over the border to a Mexican drug lord. Yeah, I found her, then I lost her over the border to a Mexican drug lord. Let's go! Then I lost her over the border to a Mexican drug lord. I found her. It's Thursday night, the vibe's just right. With Master Roachee Momma Roachee, brightest light. Turn up the volume, let your troubles slide. On the NOK Network, we take you for a ride. Great music fills your soul and mind. Every week a new surprise you will find. Peace and love in every beat so sweet. Join the journey, feel the rhythm in your feet. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Roachee crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go. Yes, to bring the fire, stories to inspire. With hearts wide open, we take it higher. Spreading joy and laughter, every single show. On the NOK Network, come and feel the glow. In the studio, the magic unfolds. Every Thursday night the story's told. With love and harmony the stage is set. Master Roachee Momma Roachee, you can't forget. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Roachee crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go.